but I definitely would expect it to go probably 5 sets if I had to guess, and we're mentally and physically prepared for that. But yeah, we want to take them for sure at home, playing in Allen Fieldhouse or at their house. It's gonna be really crazy. I think we were talking about it today. It's gonna be very like special. I think so many people are gonna be there. It's our rivalry game.
Welcome back to another episode of Run It Back. I am your host, Jazsmin Halliburton, coming live at you on KCSN. It's good to see y'all again. Episode 2, Season 3 of Run It Back. Glad to be back. Last episode out, I was able to speak with K-State women's soccer head coach Colleen Corbin. She's doing the absolute most. She's doing a fantastic job in her first season at K-State. I know K-State soccer has 3 games left in the season. And if they either win or draw in one of those 3 matches, they're going to finish the season with a winning record. The first winning record in program history. So snaps all around, always rooting for the Cats, especially Coach Colleen Corbin. Now, we talked about soccer all last first episode, right? Like I mentioned, talked to Coach Corbin doing her thing, snaps, right? Now, we're going to be transitioning over to K-State volleyball. You have Coach Mansfield, Jason Mansfield, in his 3rd season here at K-State. He has an overall record of 36 and 34 so far. K-State volleyball ranks number 9th in the Big 12 right now, standing at a record of 10 and 6. 3 and 5, though, in the Big 12. Now, I know 3 and 5 ain't exactly the greatest. They're like halfway through the season already so far. But I feel like that 3 and 5 needs a little bit more context. Say that this part of the schedule right now is like a sandwich. They're in the middle of the season, and right now where their schedule is, they have 5 games on the road, and 3 of those 5 games are against ranked opponents. All right. They started off this road trip against number 19 Baylor. They lost that game 1-3, right? Move on. Next game, most recent game, against number 10 TCU. They lost that game 1-3. Now up next, they have the Sunflower Showdown in Lawrence against number 14 KU. After that, they go to Utah. Then after that, they go to 17th ranked BYU. So actually, let me correct myself. I said 3 out of the 5 road games are against ranked opponents. No, I lied. There's 4. There's 4. This is it's tough. It's tough. But let me say this. It's not like they're getting tore out the frame. Because yes, I just mentioned a couple of those losses already there. Now, something else that they had experienced, especially at the start of conference play, they went up against Arizona State, I think, to start conference play. And then right after that, they played Arizona, lost to both Arizona schools. Now, Arizona State, they are the highest ranked team in the Big 12. They're at number 6 in the country. They are number 1 in conference play. They are undefeated in conference play. Overall record being 16 and 2, right? As I'm looking at the NCAA website right now, their ranking. Now, all the teams that they have lost so far, especially in conference play, it's not as bad as what the numbers do show. Yes, I understand. Went to number 19 Baylor, lost 1-3. Went to number 10 TCU in Fort Worth. Mind you, coming into this match, TCU had an 18-game home winning streak that has now been improved to 19. So, damn it, it's hard. It's hard to beat the Horned Frogs in Fort Worth. That's something that they made known in that broadcast, right? But I'll give this example. Yes, 1-3 loss. Never good to leave with a loss. But they're not getting torn out the frame. They're not getting their butts whooped, right? Each one of these sets and a majority of their losses were within 3 points of winning, lost the first set against TCU 26-24, lost the second set 25-23. K-State was able to win the third set. Goodness, I swear it felt like they were trying to give it away in so many moments in that set, but they ended up winning 34-32. And then unfortunately, the fourth set is when they kind of got tore up a little bit, 17-25, right? Now, similar things go when they played against Baylor, right? Baylor won first set 25-23. K-State actually won a lot more, 25-17 in the second set. Baylor came back, won 25-22, and then the fourth and final set in that match, 28-26. Now, it has to be frustrating because you're on the road. You need a marquee win. I think their only marquee win of the season so far, I think, was against North Carolina. I think they were ranked, 22nd at the time of that win. This is in the non-conference. And of course, the goal is always to go to the NCAA tournament, right? But they're close. They're close. Reading just the box score, just seeing 1 and 3, they're close. If a couple points went here, if they were able to win the longer rallies there, if they were able to win 50-50 challenges, things could be a little bit different. Now, I'm not saying that they would have for sure wiped their hands and won these games, but it's just the fact that they're a point or two away from really being able to win the set and completely change the focal point of the game, right? Like in the 20 sets that they have played, 15 sets were lost, and I want to say 8 or 9 of those sets were within 3 points. It was within grasp. It's within grasp. And that has to be something that's so frustrating, but I guess also in a way encouraging, because you are going up against the best programs in the country, especially this season. The Big 12 is always going Big 12. They're going to really put you to the test. K-State's going to really put them to the test. These are not, obviously, reading off these numbers, these are not easy wins that has come from these ranked programs against K-State. So knowing, yes, you're frustrated because you're so close, but also knowing that, wow, we are actually really that close. And mind you, this is only Coach Mansfield's third season at K-State, right? But still something you have to look forward to, especially when you are in the, at least outside looking in, the toughest part of your schedule, which is right now, like I said before, going up against KU in Lawrence on Friday, I want to say at 8 o'clock, ranked number 14th in the country. KU 14-7, 5-2 in the Big 12, ranked number 5 in the Big 12. And I want to say they're going to be going up against TCU. I want to say Wednesday night, or it's going to be in Allen Fieldhouse as well for KU against K-State. It's going to be a game. It's going to be a game, and something to be really excited about. But also something to be really excited about, because I do have a special guest that's going to be coming to the show here soon. None other than outside hitter Shaylee Myers. She's been doing the damn thing this season. She's been doing the damn thing. She was ranked number 10th nationally in kills per set coming into TCU, but now that has been improved. So now she ranks number 8th in the country with 4.85 kills per set. She's doing it. She's taken the reins. This is a player that I think a lot of fans have seen grown over the years and stuck with it. You are living in an era where players can go wherever they want, essentially whenever they want. So when you see players that choose to stay, choose to throw through coaching changes, it means a lot. And it's really fun to see her growth. She surpassed 800 kills against Baylor last week. It's just really nice to have a Shaylee Myers kind of like leading the reins a little bit. Of course, she's not the only one. You have Anaya Clinton as well, redshirt junior. She's been doing her thing as well. A couple other players fighting injuries, but really stuck to the program and able to watch this program ascend. Now, is it as fast as maybe they want to when they had this coaching change? I don't know. I don't talk to them every day. But when I just talked about how tough the Big 12 is and how tough it became when they added new teams and the travel that needs to be done when you have teams flying across the country on the weeknights to play, they're doing what they need to do and going in the right direction to do so. So it's something that is really, really, really exciting. But after this break, we are going to have none other than Shaylee freaking Myers on the show. And we get to hear from her regarding the season, regarding her success, and what they need to do in order to leave Lawrence with the win. And we'll be right back on Run It Back.
Calling all Chiefs fans, you could be on the field at the 50 inside GEHA Field for the official coin toss at a Chiefs home game this season. Visit Chiefs.com/GEHA now. Enter to win a chance to be on the field for a once-in-a-lifetime view of the pre-game coin toss. Plus, you can score other exclusive prizes. Enter for a chance to win at Chiefs.com/GEHA. GEHA is the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
My name is Terrell Jolly. A lot of people call me TJ, founder and CEO of Integrity Capital Management. So Integrity Capital Management originally started out as a property management firm, but we slowly transitioned to what is described as an incremental development firm that's focused on situational housing. I know most people say affordable, but we believe in creating housing for people that are actually in need and built to the end user. I believe everyone needs a home because when you have home, you have hope. The reality is that when you're building a business, one thing you don't think about is like what a true banking relationship means. And, I had the honor and privilege of meeting Debbie early on in my career when I was just trying to get going. And as a small business, it's really challenging at times because people don't understand the concept or not believe the longevity because you're just getting started. But Debbie was willing to take a chance on me, be patient with me. I almost look at it like a grassroots initiative. She's seen and believe what I'm about. Anybody that's really true about their business and want to get some things done, I would definitely trust hands down Emprise because Deb's team, along with Aaron and Jackie and all the amazing people that work behind the scenes, even from the treasury side, I would say, hey, give them an opportunity because you won't be disappointed and you will actually be in hands that actually somebody care and that will see you from start to finish.
Chiefs Kingdom, I have got a question for you. What is your favorite touchdown? Well, for me, I can confidently say that my favorite touchdown, it's the next one, because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. From the first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. From spreads to money lines, same-game parlays, regular parlays, you want it, DraftKings has got it. Here's the best part. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. I use DraftKings Sportsbook, and you should too. Your team hitting pay dirt pays out to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Run It Back. I'm your host, Jazsmin Halliburton, and I have none other than Shaylee freaking Myers, outside hitter for K-State Volleyball. Now, if you guys paid attention to what I was talking about in the first half of the show, talked about the K-State season so far, talked about Shaylee, how you are literally on people's head this season. So far, you are really doing the damn thing, snaps all around. Now, we've seen you essentially grow with K-State Volleyball. And I want to say, like, my first ever show, I think I interviewed you like 2 years ago. So even doing like all the growth that you've had since then to now, it's been incredible to see, especially when you're in a world where people can go play at any school, essentially anytime. So it's really great that you're able to stay and stick around. But you growing as, of course, a player, which we've seen so far, what was your approach coming into this season that has made you so successful, at least so far?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely just it's my senior year last year, so I just want to leave it all out there and like kind of have that in the back of my head, like not necessarily focusing on it, but just kind of knowing like bringing a little edge with me, like this I'm going to go out with a bang. And yeah, I mean, I put on a lot of work in the off season and the spring and then in the summer at home by myself in the gym, practicing passing and defense, all that stuff. So, definitely just I tried to come as prepared as I could be and then just really connect with my teammates on the court.
So in that time that you were preparing, is this like more than you've ever done in off seasons past, or?
Yeah, I did a lot this summer, I think, and in the spring we worked really hard. But I mean, I've always done stuff in the summer, but I definitely like really kind of honed in and was like, okay, let's make this count, I guess, and it's definitely paying off. So I'm very glad that I did put all the work in that I have.
Oh, absolutely paying off. I talked about you in the first half. You're what, eighth nationally in kills per set. You won. Congratulations. Oh, past 800 career kills against Baylor. I think you're at what, 827 right now. Once again, doing the damn thing. So you locking in, of course, this season. I know there's not a whole lot of seniors, at least with this team so far. So how have you kind of stepped in like a leadership role for this season?
Yeah, I mean, I try to lead by example for sure on the court and off the court. I think I'm a vocal leader, but definitely like in the way that I play, in the way that I do things and show up for things, I think is really important, especially for the younger athletes who like look up to older girls on our team. And we have 6 freshmen, so there's a lot. And just kind of trying to take them under our wing and carry them in the right direction with us. But yeah, definitely, I don't know, just vocally, emotionally, I definitely give my all into K-State volleyball, so I think people know that.
All right, for sure. Now, at least outside looking in, where you guys are in the schedule right now, it looks to be probably the toughest part. You guys are on like a 5 road game stretch, and 4 out of the 5 teams that y'all either have played or will play,
Yeah.
4 of them are ranked. All right,
Yeah.
like that is like the meat of the schedule essentially. And I know for at least those 2 games, what, against Baylor and TCU, sure, looking at it was like what, a loss 1-3, 1-3. But looking at it, I'm like, you guys are close. It was like within like 2-3 points for like
Yep.
each set for most of the time. It was long rallies. If it was a point here and there, if a challenge went your way, that was essentially could have gone either way, a 50-50 challenge, things I think would have been different.
Yeah.
How frustrating is that, knowing that you guys are so close getting marquee wins away?
Yeah, definitely frustrating, but I mean, we're trying to look at it in like a different way. Like, okay, we need 2 more points. So how do we find those 2 points? And like that's what we've been working on this week in practice, and we'll continue to work on like tomorrow before KU. But yeah, I mean, we know we can do it. It's literally like, yeah, calls that could go either way, challenges. So definitely it feels more frustrating in the moment, I think. But like looking back on it, we're like settled into it. Okay, here we watched film on ourselves, like this is what I could have done better, this is what my teammates could have done better, really just eliminating like 2 errors, and we had those games. And but we think we could have beat those teams by 5 or 6 points. Like we need to turn it on, or like we decided like we're going to turn it on basically, which is hard to do, but just really taking a step forward and putting our foot down, I guess, in the moments that we need to.
For sure. Because I know one point I want to highlight is against TCU. I think it was the 3rd set. So I think it went to 32,
34.
33 points or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy set point opportunities for you guys, for TCU. It felt like, honestly, it felt like a 5th and final set. Y'all was going crazy. Guess talk to me how you guys were up. I want to say what, 24-20.
Yeah.
TCU came back. What was y'all's mentality to just keep that back and forth going, keep those rallies going?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like we probably should have won before 34-32, but the main point is that we got the win of that set, which is important. But yeah, I think we're just working on finishing. Like that was 1 point, one side out. We need to finish, but I mean, at the end of the day, they ended up coming back 24-24, and then you just kind of have to start over again. It's 0-0. But I think we had definitely like some grit and edge to us. We're like, they're not winning this set. We have this set. they're on their feet, like they're scared of us, like let's take it to them. And that was definitely a battle, like physically, mentally, but we were all engaged. And yeah, that was a really fun set. Very tiring, but that's the kind of volleyball that we can play and that we should be expecting to play every set pretty much from here on out in the Big 12.
I will say, like, the last feels like 10 minutes of that set, y'all had me hype. I'm not gonna lie, as like fans watching, they're like, oh my god, they were 1 point away. Be like, oh my god, they're really getting into them now. It was something that really fun to see. But now, since you talked about how close you guys were against TCU, the mentality you guys had against that in that third set against TCU, now you have the Sunflower Showdown, number 14 KU, game in Lawrence, game in Allen Fieldhouse, and also without giving up any of the goods. What is something that KU does really well that you guys need to lock in for and kind of negate that to leave Lawrence with a win?
Yeah, the first thing we need to do is pass well and control our first contact. So they have aggressive servers, but we're going to put the ball in the net. And they have a really balanced offense, I would say. They have good attackers from all around the front row. So just definitely being balanced, or we need to be ready from all angles for blocking and defense. But definitely just slowing down their hitters would be the most important thing. Like knowing that we don't have to shut them down, but slow them down, get in their heads a little bit. But I definitely would expect it to go probably 5 sets if I had to guess. And we're mentally and physically prepared for that. But yeah, we want to take them for sure at home, playing in Allen Fieldhouse at their house. It's gonna be really crazy. I think we were talking about it today. It's gonna be very like special. I think so many people are gonna be there. It's our rivalry game, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna go from the start and hope to get them on their feet and then just keep going, or get them on their toes and heels. My goodness, heels, and just keep pushing.
I got you. Well, that is want to say what, 8 o'clock, or no, yeah, 8 o'clock in Lawrence on, I think, what is it, ESPN Plus, or on national TV?
It's on. I think it might be on TV.
Yes, I look now. It's ESPNU. So nationally televised game. For those like myself, unfortunately, who cannot go, but I very much would like to be locked in. So if you guys watching or listening cannot go, you can go watch on ESPN2 at 8 o'clock. Shaylee, I thank you so much for joining the show, coming in on your very long day, probably a very tiring practice, to come and talk with me. So I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you guys can catch me right back here on Run It Back next week. Until then, y'all be good.